Children are leaving classes to go and attend Yahoo academies. They are here in Port Harcourt, not in Lagos, not in Aba, here in Port Harcourt. Now, what on earth will make anybody force parents to pay fees that have no direct relationship with education? For example, I own a private school and I charge parents development levy. You're asking me to pay development levy for your private business after I'd finished paying the school fees. You're asking parents to pay ICT fees. Is ICT not part of the education I have paid for? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Coding, also come with all sorts of things. So parents are not even having to deal with alone the issue of the basic school fees, but the financial needs. So what is final? The private schools, the proprietors are actually passing the demands, the stress of the economy, onto people who are already traumatized.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe the time has come for government to intervene and standardize private schools, because whether I accept it or not, the reality is that a very large proportion of Nigerian people, Rivers people, patronize private schools. So we should look into what's happening in private schools. Are they really doing what they're supposed to be doing, or they are milking people? Not at this time. Not at this time. You know what it costs now to even fuel your car? You might say not everybody owns a car, but people move.
Definitely.
The trickle-down effect of the fuel increment is that the transport people are going to increase their fares.
They have.
And they don't care if you're earning minimum wage or not. So what is the state doing? What is the Nigerian state doing? What is government doing to moderate, if you like, use the word subsidy, to subsidize education in our state, in our country? So it's not just the normal school is opening, parents are going to be burdened about school fees. Schools are opening. Beyond the school fees, we have other extra things. Add-ons, like they say in football world. Add-ons that you're forcing and you're making. You don't have an option. Sometimes you don't pay these fees, and then your children suffer.
Yeah. And then there's also that
the social component.
Yeah,
You know, they make you stick out like a sore thumb. Somebody who's not paid fees complete. Like I said earlier on, I don't understand why the private schools will be allowed to run away with Blue Mother.
But then there's also this thing where a lot of them are selling this. We're running a British kind of curriculum in this school. So what we are offering you is premium.
I don't have a problem with that, my dear. I don't have a problem with paying more fees in the public schools, in private schools rather.
All right.
Like I said, I accepted it's a business enterprise, and the quality of education, I assume, is going to be better, based on you're paying your staff better, you're monitoring the staff better, the facilities in the school are more and all of. But that's not the reason why you ask me, a parent, to pay development levy on your personal business.
You really have an issue with that development levy.
I do. It just tells you what is happening in the system. Development levy is one. All sorts of fees, dancing lesson, and all of that. And I'm asking myself, if I have paid school fees, I paid tuition and whatever, it should cover everything about my son's or my daughter's education. Bringing in things from the side and make it compulsory. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And when we went to school, the schools told you that the shirt is white shirt, the short is blue short or green or whatever. Now, they don't only put figures on the fees. They force the parents to accept the uniform which they are supplying.
Yeah.
And if you go to the market and check the value of what they're giving to you and for the fees, they don't tally. So you're squeezing everybody. And that's my concern. My primary concern is that anybody can do whatever he wants to do with his business. I'm not talking about establishing price control boards in the schools now. I'm saying that there should be standardization in the system, whereby schools are not allowed to do whatever they want to do because parents are already aching.
How about, some years back, we had the mission schools. They were like the in thing. And they functioned really well because, should I say, the kind of lackadaisical attitude you get from what is owned by government was not there.
It's all part of the things that I think that we can discuss at the Educational Summit. Why are teachers not serious in the public schools? Why? Is it because there's no incentive? You're surprised to know that some of them even get paid more than even pay people in some private schools. Some private schools are just private schools in names. True. Some of the teachers in the public schools even earn better. But see, the system is not disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in an era where you had inspectors of education.
Yeah.
And when an inspector, if for example, the inspectors of education are going around this local government, the schools strive to put everything right in terms of their workbook, the curriculum, and ensure that the teachers are doing that. An inspector comes to school early enough to check which teachers came in late and all of that. The system has completely broken down. There's no supervision.
These days, from what I hear in some places, supervisors are coming and they are wheeled into the principal's office and they are served cooler.
Thank God you know that much.
That's
It's not that it's me that's talking about it, but that's the reality of our situation right now. For example, Rivers State has gone ahead and established a University of Education, right? Fantastic and wonderful idea. But what is the government doing to ensure that the educational sector benefits directly from that? Most of the graduates come out and go to the banks to work. Some go to the industry to go and work. Some go to a private industry to go and work. Do you understand? So the direct benefit of spending so much money establishing a University of Education is not felt by the educational sector. It's all we have to discuss at the summit, if that ever happens. Why are we not following through government policies and ensuring that those policies work? The same way we go and follow contractors to ensure that the roads that were awarded to fix are done. We should equally put in place structures that will allow the system to supervise people in the educational sector. I say that with all amount of seriousness. If our educational sector is messed up, we are a messed up community. That is the truth. So for the children that you see, you call out of school children, they go to traffic junctions, sell stuff, and they're exposed to all kinds of possibilities.
Yeah.
So the vandals you are going to see tomorrow are the children you neglected today. You didn't bother about your education today. Somebody's going to get back at the system one way or the other. Nobody loves to be a thief, really. It's a system sometimes that drives you to that point. A child who is unable to go to school and he finds himself in the street, he's a happy person. He sees his mates, his peers going to school. He's not going to school. He's either begging or hawking. That's not a happy child. All you need to do, tip that child over, is to get him and say, look, forget this thing, come, it can happen. It's just like, I don't know if you have an idea of the number of our children in the university sector who are dropping out of school every day to go and do Yahoo.
And crazy enough, some of them, their parents are not even aware.
Children are leaving classes to go and attend Yahoo academies. They are here in Port Harcourt. Not in Lagos, not in Aba, here in Port Harcourt. Because, like they say, they're saying it. Some experts are dismissing it to the wave of the hand. The election is a scam. There's a reason why the children are saying that.
Yeah.
There was this joke I saw this afternoon. One of my young friends said, somebody said that you people are graduating every day. You're graduating every day. Where are you going to work? When a child knows that he's not getting quality education, do you understand? And then even he's not getting at all, it's going to get to the next attractive option. Sometimes very antisocial behaviors. The system did it. So for as much as we have an economic summit, we have a security summit, we have all kinds of summit, education summit is more important now more than ever before.